2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight and
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Middleton is doubled. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez, no luck. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Powell. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now here is Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
McCollum outside. And he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by C.J. McCollum and a missed layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Launches the 3. It doesn't go for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now here's Powell. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Antetokounmpo inside. Covington's there. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Middleton finds Lopez. Lock at 6 for the 3. Milwaukee getting another chance here. And here's Giannis from outside.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Back to DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. DiVincenzo's got 5.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside Holiday. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Lopez dishes to Giannis. Poked loose. Covington with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. McCollum outside. Stolen by Middleton. It'll count. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me,
We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
you know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the court for the Bucks, we've got Teague. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Pass to Simons. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Here is Forbes from deep. And Jones pulls it down. Knocked away. Outside Anthony. Pass to Cantor. It's over Tucker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jeff Teague.
A coachable kid. Cantor uses that little up fake, causes the defender to overreact.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks, and Cantor drops them both. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And here's Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot's good from Forbes. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
McCollum outside. And the 3-ball is good. McCollum's got 5.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Portis. Back to Forbes. And here's Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up, high post, tips it. It's good on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Simons. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bucks leading by 3. Outside Holiday. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Tanner, high post, working on Portis. And here's McCollum for 3. Simons controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday with it. Cantor cover. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. 59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Portis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Anthony dishes to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open and staying with the play. Anthony.
I see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Here's Giannis. And that'll do it for the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Yes, that goes in. DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Holiday against McCollum. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 3. Here's Lillard. Sweet little floater. He's got 6.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
Outside Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Stolen by Holiday. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And there's the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis. Here is Forbes, covered by Lillard, with the shot. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers trail by 3. It's Covington on the wing. Now the feed to Powell. Lillard surveying the D. 2 points. That one goes.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Here is Forbes. Six on the shot clock. Portis drives in, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Floats one. Lillard outside. And it's all evened up. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Here's Forbes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bobs it up for Cantor. Gets tipped. Stolen by Middleton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Tucker. Yep, that one goes. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lillard's got 13.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And it's the Bucks on the break. Teague finds Portis. Teague feeling it out a bit. Portis can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Not sure what happened there defensively, but Carmelo Anthony, a scoring machine, and that time with an easy two.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Nora. Offline with his three. Portland leading. Pass to Powell. Puts up a three. Here's Simons. Teague covering. Simons, the pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Outside Teague. Inside, Nora. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
McCollum kicks to Powell. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot, and he got the job done.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in. Here's Giannis. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Passes it to Lopez. Middleton against Powell. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Lopez. Middleton's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. There's the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Giannis, that's a 2-point.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 2. There's 1:47 left in the game. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Here's Lillard. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cantor against Middleton. Knocks it loose. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. Pass to Canner. Lillard against Holiday. Money!
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
Holiday with it. Pass to Giannis. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Lillard outside. Wow, hammering it in.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Lillard against Holiday. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. 6 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Lillard. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. And it's sent back by Leonard. And they're able to recover. The pass to Powell.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
You see, you can't be too physical with Marcus Morris. This guy is so strong, and he's so good at drawing the foul.
Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Outside, Covington. Pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Stolen by McCollum. For the finish. And finished off by Nurkic.
Ever the opportunist, McCollum probing for a weakness, finds one and exploits it.
Outside Jackson. Leonard inside. Powell on him. And the basket is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Nurkic can't hit. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson passes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Nurkic with the block. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Jackson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:56 left to play here in the first. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Nurkic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington with the ball. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Feeds it to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's George. Rebound by Anthony. Got a piece of it. Here's Simons. He's covered by Leonard. Powell, the pass to Simons. Portland, no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Nobody near Leonard. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for the Clippers, Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Cantor dishes to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
It's all tied in Portland. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
When I'm training, summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Patrick Beverley out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward.
This is what keeps Cousins' percentages up. The gimmies. My goodness.
Passes to McCollum. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Over to the wing. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And the pass to man. And the 3 off target. Portland leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Batum. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And the dunk by Powell.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Poked away. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
1:39 left to play in the first half. And there's the feed to Powell. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard, that's for 2. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch and shoot game is on point.
Lillard way outside. That shot off the mark. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Powell with it. George picks him up. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Out to Anthony. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Marcus Morris. Lillard, the pass to Powell. There's the triple. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 8.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Outside for George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Cantor checked in for Portland. Jones comes in for Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 5. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Lillard against Rondo. Excellent D from Cantor.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's the Portland. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead. And
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Trailblazers leading by 8. And it's McCollum in the corner. Launches a 3. Lillard against Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. 3-on-3. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
He gets that one. Kennard's got 5 now.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
George finds Kennard. The 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by George. For 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Floats it up there for Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers trail by 4. Right side, Jackson. Back to Morris. In the corner, Kennard with it. 6 to shoot. Morris passes to Zubac. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lillard with no one around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Jackson passes to Zubac. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Morris against Covington. Morris, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Powell, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got 5 now.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Kennard against Powell. Kennard's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Covington, banked in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Portland lead.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Morris. Outside for Jackson. The three from George. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Powell, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He has 7.
They are just killing him on the interior.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland out in front. They storm through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Rajon Rondo. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 15. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Simons. Back to Jones. Passes it to Cantor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. He dialed that one up from long distance.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside, George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Paul George routinely making these difficult shots look easy. He's showing how dominant he truly is.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now here's McCollum. Lobs it up for Cantor. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. By himself. Oh!
My goodness. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Back to McCollum. It's stolen by Morris. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Carmelo. Jones tipped back in for two. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Outside for Jackson. Wide open. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Tanner, high post. And there's the pass to Simons. Dishes to McCollum. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morris passes to Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard. Covington trying to break free. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. The Clippers have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And George kicks to Zubac. Lets it go from deep. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jackson against Lillard. That one falls.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Outside Jackson. And it's good. 2 points.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Covington in the corner. Feeds it to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Jackson passes to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
And so it's Portland winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Soaring high above the Willamette River. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair. Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Over in the corner, Lillard. We play just over a minute here in the first. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Harden outside. Pass to Durant. From deep three-point range. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Irving kicks to KD. To the inside. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Lillard from outside and stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Powell finds McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Harris. Here's McCollum. Passes it to Simons. Back to McCollum. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Kanter against Jordan. Outside Anthony. From deep. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Here's Anthony. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Outside, Jones. Portland again missing. Brooklyn leading by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Irving passes to Harden. Right side, Irving. 5 to shoot. The baseline J. Harden, no good. Stolen by Harden. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Nets lead by 11. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
They've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. In the corner, Powell with it. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Powell's got his first points of the night.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Harden scanning the floor. Out to Harris. Lillard against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. For 3, Harris. That one, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter, and Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Griffin kicks to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Claxton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Anthony, it's blocked. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Top of the key, Harris. Oh, Griffin in position. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. Lillard from outside. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Here's Griffin. And the rebound by Nurkic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but
You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hyman's is checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Durant subbed in for Joe Harris. Brown with the bounce pass. Jordan the pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
The pass to Powell. And he knocks down the jumper. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Green dishes to Brown. He kicks it to Irving. 16 feet away. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the three. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Irving finds KD. Back to Irving. The baseline J off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points and 2 rebounds. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Joe Harris. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant in at the four-man position. Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight. Outside Covington. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Lobs it up for Jordan. That one doesn't go.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the breaks.
Oh,
wow. And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Harden outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now Lillard. He's got 9. On deep. The rebound by Harden.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's Covington on the wing. Durant with the steal. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Lillard against Irving. To halt the run, here's Powell. Here's Nurkic, and it goes down 2 points. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Lillard against Irving. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Count that one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lillard against Irving. Deflects the pass. Lillard, right side. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 6.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
To the paint, here's Jordan. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And the shot goes in.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Shamet with it. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Simons. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. We've got more. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. Here's Griffin. Portland grabs the miss. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simons. No good with the triple. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Outside, Green. Griffin passes to Shamet. Lock at 6.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard looking around. And it's off from three-point range. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Shamet the pass to Brown. Back to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Shamet's got 4 points in the quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Harden the pass to Harris. Shot, high post. Harden, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the basket by McCollum.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Left side, Harris. He feeds it to KD. It's Powell on the wing. Three-pointer. Outside, Covington. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
Pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Hey, guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Covington wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer.
And, you know, the calm nature of Covington. Even in tense moments, he stays relaxed. He keeps his composure and finds ways to nail these shots.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Irving kicks to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
5 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
So it's the Nets picking up. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Coming right up, it's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Holiday looking over the floor. The pass to Lopez. Holiday against Lillard. Giannis right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lopez. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Here's Lopez. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Holiday inside the line. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Lillard with it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I like seeing Lillard go to the floater. He has such a soft release and touch on this shot.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Holiday dishes to Middleton.
credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Lillard. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. And that one drops for him.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Lillard surveying the D. Here's the teardrop. Holiday with the defensive effort. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 3. Down low. And to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Lillard. Lopez with the block. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard finds Powell. And here's Nurkic. Portland moving the ball over. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And here's Holiday. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. Shot from 16. McCollum, no good. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer. And it's all knotted up. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Tie game in Milwaukee. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Holiday. Portis trying to free himself. The shot by Holiday, no good. Holiday's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Anthony. Nails the baby hook.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Now Holiday. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the inside. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. Back to Portis. It's deflected. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
Teague, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Simons surveying the D. Inside. The shot's good from Cantor.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The shot's good. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Tucker with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland leading by 4. A floater, and it's Jones laying it in. Jones has got 5.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Teague, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
To the paint, and stolen by Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. From deep. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Here's Simons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Giannis passes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
It's Covington on the wing. They get it again. Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Here's McCollum. Count it. Good. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Trying to get open is Lopez. Milwaukee getting another chance here.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The Bucks shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's Lillard. He has 6. Here's Nurkic.
Teague anticipated every move on that play.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Bucks trail by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Nora in at the shooting guard position. Powell finds Lillard. McCollum outside. High post try. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. To the middle. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
In the corner, Powell with it. Portland again missing.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Down low, ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And that one, good.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Lillard from outside. Jones against DiVincenzo.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. No good. Shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Lillard. Here's Cantor. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Back to Jones. Covington wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Simons, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Giannis with it. 13 points in the game. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Damian Lillard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Trailblazers.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer. The shot by Powell, no good. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Giannis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
1:16 left to play in the third.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Bucks leading by 4. And here is DiVincenzo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kicks it to Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Teague in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in. Passes it to Kanter. And it's the Bucks on the break. 4 seconds left. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, it's nice to see Tucker drive right through the teeth of the defense. He seemingly invites contact.
And so he makes both from the line. Good if it goes. No good on the shot. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday. Now Middleton. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot goes in. Middleton's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumper.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now here is Holiday. Rebounded by Anthony.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Nurkic in the post, working on Portis. McCollum right side, 5 to shoot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter. Bucks leading by 4, stolen by McCollum. Lillard with no one around, and a miss there on the triple.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Here's Holiday. Chalk up 2 there, and the Bucks lead by 6.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on it.
Here's Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Here's Connaughton. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony. Here's Lillard. And there it is for him.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Covington against Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He's playing lights out right now. I mean, inspired basketball in the second half.
Lillard with it. Taken away by Holiday. High post Lopez. To the paint. Nurkic with the steal. A 3 from McCollum. Outside Covington. It's good from long range.
Can't forget about Covington in these moments. He relishes any chance to knock down big shots.
Bucks leading by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup falls. Giannis has got 13 points in the second half.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Stolen by Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. From deep. Doesn't go that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard way outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now Portis. A 3 ball. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. No good there. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the power forward. And that one's good, Leonard. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Zubac finds George. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pulls it up. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Leonard. From past the arc. Rebound by Nurkic.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Lillard. Covington wide open. He fires. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Leonard from 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's George. Misses off the right iron.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
That's a 2 from Powell. And Portland again with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
George with the bucket.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
It's McCollum on the wing. With the putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's George finishing it off.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now here's Lillard. Takes a 3. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard attacking. Unable to get that one. Good D by Covington.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for McCollum. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
In the corner, Powell with it. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
George way outside. Off target from three-point range. Here's Lillard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Anthony, no one around. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Rondo drives in, makes it off the glass.
And Rondo, with that attacking mindset, just finished at the hoop through contact.
Simons surveying the D. Lets it go from 11. Left side, Jones. And the rejection by Cousins.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
Portland leading. Jones drives in. Anthony kicks to Jones. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Tipped away. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. First trip to the line for him here. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Outside Rondo. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
The pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. No good from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Cousins, the pass to Rondo. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anthony. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking. Basket is good. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside Jackson. Passes to Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Rebound by Anthony.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Lillard against Jackson. And it's Lillard missing.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
He gets it in there.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Lillard with it. He's got 7. And the rejection by Zubac. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jackson dishes to George. And he converts the layup. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lillard attacking. Yep, that one goes in there. Lillard's got 9.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Jackson down low. And that one is good. He's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... That's all for now. Say good.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clippers leading by 3. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
McCollum from deep three-point land. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. George with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now Lillard, 12 points for him. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Jackson against Lillard. And Zubac with the block. Morris looking over the floor. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris with the bucket. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now here's Lillard. And good that time. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Jackson against Nurkic. Left side, George. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Nobody near George. That one off the back iron and out.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Jones comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Beverly against Powell. Back to Beverly. Kennard for 3. They grabbed their own miss. Right side, Rondo. Outside for Batum. Second shot opportunity. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Batum's got his second bucket tonight. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Lets it go with a 3. And it's Simons missing. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Pass to Mann. Back to Kennard. Fires the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lobs it up for Anthony. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
And here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Powell, no one around him. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 8 points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Batum passes to Beverly. Here's Mann, defended by Jones. It's stolen by Anthony.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Nobody near Leonard. No good on the three. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Back to Anthony. There's the three. Pass to McCollum. Lillard, right side. The three. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. And there's the pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Anthony. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And Los Angeles guys shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And Leonard gets it to go.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Three-pointer Lillard with the tip. And Kanter able to finish.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Jackson up top. Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
McCollum finds Lillard. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Morris against McCollum. Morris passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Anthony in the corner. To the inside. Kanter dishes to Nurkic. From down in the low post, it goes. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, George. Pass to Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Lillard. And that one drops. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
From deep, George. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. McCollum passes to Covington. That evens the score.
Big-time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Rondo kicks to George. Los Angeles with another miss. For Portland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rondo.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Over McCollum. No good from Zubats. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. To take the lead, it's money from deep.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
McCollum against George. Looking to end his cold spell. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubats. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
And here's Portland. It's a one-point game. Lillard against Rondo. Lillard with it. It falls!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how the
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for BA. It's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the 2. Now, here is Harden. And both these teams rely on low post offense, Doris, in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time?
Irving's shot is good.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Cullen passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Durant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You simply can't bite on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And so Durant nails them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
McCollum against Irving. McCollum, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Here's McCollum. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
So it's Brooklyn now. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harris passes to Jordan. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And Harden with the stuff.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. And it's McCollum in the corner. Launches it. Good on the triple.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Portland leading. Outside Covington. Lillard attacking. Softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 8 points.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's Harden. Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Covington passes to Powell. Here's the floater. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. McCollum finds Lillard. And finished off by Nurkic.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here is Irving. And he gets it to go.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Harris against Powell. Lillard attacking. Count it. 10 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Harden. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
In the corner, Powell with it. Kicks it out to Covington. Wants to get it to Powell and does. Covington down low. KD's on him. Here's Lillard. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Lillard looking around. Basket good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Harden. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Enes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got 6 points. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Irving's shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lillard with it. Now Green defending. And again, it's Damian Lillard. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Lillard against Irving. Out to Anthony. The pass to Canner. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. A second chance effort. Nifty move. Cantor's shot is off. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Green. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Now Brown, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 6. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Outside Covington. Just his first attempt. And he gets the whistle, 2. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
James Harden, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Powell, and he drops it in from the low post.
I'll tell you, I love to see someone take the contact head on, and Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Harden against McCollum. Out to Harris. Lets the 3 fly, and the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Portland leading by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum against Harden. Pass to Powell. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Out to Anthony. Fires from deep. The shot by Powell, no good. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 23 points, and that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 5. And it's Irving missing. Durant with the steal. The tray. Again, Irving missing.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Here's McCollum. Here's Lillard. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 23. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Durant. Here's Lillard. After the made shot from KD. A three-pointer, no good.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, the size and height of Kevin Durant makes him a prime threat to throw it down. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Lillard. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Irving, and the shot is good. Irving's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard outside. Shoots it. And it's Lillard again missing.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
On the wing, Irving. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's Powell. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Covington kicks to Powell. Pass to McCollum. From the arc. The shot by Powell, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA. And Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
The putback, and Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5, pushing it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving passes to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Green against Anthony. Kanter inside. Lays it up off the glass. Kanter's got his second bucket.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
KD looking around. Back to Irving from downtown. No good there.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. Chalk up 2 there. Durant's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Brooklyn.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Kanter. Portland moving the ball around. Powell, no one around him. They get the rebound. Kanter kicks to Powell. A three-pointer is right on target.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
Irving dishes to KD. The shot off that time. Anthony with the defensive effort. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. And here's Kanter. Four on the shot clock to tie it up. And it's good on the way in. Kanter's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Very good presence of mind by Kanter right there. Good at taking contact and finishing through it.
Irving passes to Durant. That one's not going to go. And it's Portland the other way. Jones looking for an opening. Kanter with it. Back to Jones. To take the lead. Yes, that goes in. Jones has got his first points of the game.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Powell against Brown. Back to Irving. Looking to end the run. He lays it in.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Here's Simons from deep. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
Irving kicks to Griffin. Outside, KD. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Griffin. Stolen by Kanter. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Here's Durant. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 4. The tray. And it's Simons missing. The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Green's got his first basket of the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris has checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. McCollum comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Here is Harden. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Got a hand on it. McCollum with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Griffin's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard from outside, and another three for Portland.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Now Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets. And a deep three from Harden. Off target with that shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.